my name's Dan Hornacek, and I am a Master Mason. I am new to Masonry, having just received my Master Mason's degree in April of 2021. You could say my journey has just begun. I want to take you on a short journey through Masonry. We'll begin with who are the Masons, followed up with what do Masons do. We'll give you a brief history on the Masons and conclude with the question, why do men become Masons? And give you some contact information if you desire to learn more.
Hi, my name is Jay Lawson, and I've been asked to give you a brief history of Freemasonry, both abroad, in the United States, and in our very own Montana. I am a retired Army colonel and have been a Mason for 6 years, and a member of Lodge 18, the temple before which I am now standing. The documented foundation of Freemasonry occurred on June 24th, 1717, with the formation of the Grand Lodge of England. But allegorically, we can perhaps trace our history as far back as the stonemasons of the 13th century, or perhaps even as far back as the Knights Templar or the establishment and the building of King Solomon's Temple. The first American Masonic Lodge was established in Philadelphia in 1730, and future revolutionary leader Benjamin Franklin was a founding member. Many of our early founding fathers were also Masons, to include George Washington, John Hancock, and Paul Revere, to name a few. The history of Freemasonry in Montana is also very interesting. The first actual meeting of Masonic brothers occurred overlooking the Mulling Pass summit on September 23rd, 1862. But the first lodge was not authorized until April of 1863 in Bannock, which is now considered a historical lodge with worldwide membership. Virginia City, Lodge Number 1, was the first lodge that was actually organized under Montana jurisdiction. At the time, Montana was a wild and woolly place, and the Montana Masons were instrumental in bringing law and order and overcoming the rule of desperados by the formation of the Virginia City Vigilantes in the winter of 1863. By the end of 1864, law and order had been established throughout much of the territory. Locally, Bozeman Lodge number 18 was founded in October of 1872. Due in part to accusations that the original Gallatin Lodge number 6 was practicing discriminatory recruiting in favor of Southern sympathizers. Many of our founding fathers were members of Bozeman Lodge 18, to include Nelson Story, Tom Cover, and Samuel House. Today, Freemasonry is alive and well, with over 6 million members worldwide on virtually every inhabited continent of the globe. Locally, Montana Masons consist of about 10,000 members in over 86 lodges throughout the state in virtually every sizable town.
My name is Colin Rue, and I am a Master Mason. The lodge I belong to is in Bozeman, Montana. Lodge 18 is where I am right now. Freemasonry is a fraternity with the goal of taking a good man and making him better, to the best version you can possibly become, to pursue truth and discovery, to give more and take less, to challenge one another at being the best we can. We believe a man should be judged by the strength of his character. If you look at a list of famous Masons, it reads like a who's who of notable men. 9 of the founding fathers of our country who signed the Declaration of Independence were Masons, and 14 U.S. presidents were Masons, notably George Washington. Many movie actors were Masons, to include John Wayne, Richard Pryor, Clark Gable, Don Rickles, Ernest Borgnine, and many others. Several aviators and astronauts were Masons, which include Charlie Lindbergh, Buzz Aldrin, John Glenn, Gus Grissom. In total, 10 astronauts were Masons. Famous athletes who are Masons include Ty Cobb, John Elway, Arnold Palmer, Shaquille O'Neal, Tim Horton, Sugar Ray Robinson, and Jack Dempsey. Winston Churchill, Roger Kipling, Mozart, Voltaire were also Masons. Among along with Buffalo Bill and Gene Autry. I could go on, but the point I'm trying to make is when you surround yourself with good men, great things begin to happen. To become a Mason, it must be of your own free will and accord. You must be over the age of 18. You must be of good, upstanding character with no felony convictions and believe in a higher power. Masons come from all walks of life. Some are bankers, plumbers, some policemen, some are professors. Some work as brewers, and some don't work at all because they're retired. Although Masons have different backgrounds, we are united in a single bond of brotherhood among whom no contention shall ever exist.
Hello, my name is Mark St. John. I've been asked to talk to you a little bit about what Masons do and who we are. I'm a Master Mason and a member of Lodge 18 and have been for over 30 years. Masonry, or Freemasonry as you might have heard, is the oldest and largest fraternity in the world. It's a brotherhood of like-minded men who generally care about each other, their country, and the world at large. We develop lifelong friendships with fellow Masons, their families, and are welcomed throughout the world. Masonry is based on the belief that each man is responsible to make the world a better place. Through our culture of philanthropy, we enrich the lives of each other, our families, our communities, and the world at large. Masons find satisfaction in being part of a centuries-old fraternity whose values and teachings are relevant today and will endure for centuries to come. At our lodge downtown here in Bozeman, we meet twice a month for a business meeting and for education. That education we talk about, if you could put a dollar amount on that, is worth tens of thousands in the enrichment of people's lives. But education and formal meetings is only part of it. Socially, we're very active. You might find Masons getting together for a beer at a brewery in an afternoon, playing a game of cards, going target shooting, golfing, camping, football games, what have you. The possibilities really are endless in what we do, interactions with each other. Formal meetings and education are only part of it. Socially, we're very active. We host a breakfast every Saturday morning at the lodge. Have a wonderful facility. We make ourselves available for people looking at the fraternity to have a central time that they can come and meet the brothers, ask and have questions answered, and really get to know what we're all about. In addition to this, there's several activities throughout the month, whether we go out to dinner in a diners night club, or we get together for a game night watching football, get together in the afternoons over a beer at a local brewery. You'll find Masons camping in the summertime at destinations with all the amenities. You may have seen us at the Christmas stroll where we get together and wish the community well, hand out hot chocolate, raise money for our pet charity, the Shriners Hospital. That's the big part of this that people see. Another event that comes to mind is a recreation of a 17th century meeting in Old England when the fraternity officially went to a national level. And we host what we call a 1717 Table Lodge pig roast with all the trimmings, period costumes, information on a time of enlightenment when people were coming out of the shadows and really learning to grasp what the world has to offer. Besides what we've talked about here, there's a lot more that Masonry does. The catchphrase you might have heard is, we take a good man and make him better. We give you all the tools and the opportunity and the social connections and the brotherhood to make you a better man and help you to make your world a better place. The only regret that I hear from people that join the fraternity is consistently, this is something I wish that I'd done years ago. So there you have it. That's what we do. I'd like to invite you down, if you're interested, to our lodge at Tracy and Main here in Bozeman. Ask any question you want and see if this is something that you're interested in. Thank you.
Why do men become Masons? That's a very good question with several answers. Maybe you're alarmed with what's happening in the world today, in particular the United States. Maybe you want to belong to a fraternal organization and enjoy the rich fellowship of like-minded men and enjoy lasting friendships. Maybe you are a good man who wants to be better and is looking for a path forward. All of these are valid reasons for wanting to be a Mason. So how do I become a Mason? The onus is on you to ask to join. While candidates may be encouraged to ask, they are never invited. Start by reaching out and then socialize with us, making sure that it is a right fit for you as well as the Masonic Lodge. Petition the Lodge and you are voted on, and based on the outcome, you are either in or you're out. Here is the path forward to find out more.